You know, we've done some segments on this show before. Some people like some of them. Some people don't. Some people say, don't do that segment again. But we do have some people that say, gosh, you got to bring back that segment, the China Report, because it was really good. It was really informative. So, ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, it's time for the Vegas Takes very own version of the China Report.
Let's say China.
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 China. China.
That's just the greatest intro to any segment. All right, so let's start the China Report. Let's talk a little Rudy Giuliani. The lush himself accidentally posted racist Asian impersonations on his own YouTube page. Can't make this stuff up, folks. Have a listen to this.
In China.
Wow.
Get me Jane Zirkle. Jane Zirkle.
Who paid for that? Athena now.
What would you like to have for dinner? Jane Zirkle picker. Jane Zirkle picker.
Himalaya, Australia, Athena.
I want Jane Zirkle picker. Picture Jane Zirkle. That's all.
And now this
No one but Jane
other
Zirkle.
person.
So Jane
Wait, let's get the takeaways.
Jane Zirkle. Jane Zirkle. Jane Zirkle.
And any thoughts on a title?
Jane Zirkle.
With it being so fresh?
Let's see.
All right, first of all, for a little background to this was part of his podcast. The camera kept rolling. Giuliani either is extremely forgetful, geez, maybe he has dementia, but he decided to post all this on his social media page,
Get me Jane Zirkle.
knowing that he was making fun of Asian people.
Who's Jane Zirkle?
I have no idea.
know
All
either.
I know is he was making fun of Asian people.
It sounded to me
in the
like
accent.
an impersonation, and by that logic,
Okay.
you can never impersonate another race, otherwise it's racist.
I think that's his producer, I believe. By the way, here's somebody else that did a great impersonation of the Chinese people. I believe it was Rush Limbaugh back in 2011 who was mocking the Chinese president at the time. Have a listen to this. What I want is an interpreter. Here's what I heard. Allegedly, that's what Rush Limbaugh was saying. What he was saying was, I'm an awful person and I'm a racist. I think it was something along those lines.
Yeah. I will say Rush's was, in my opinion, much more racist than Rudy Giuliani's was. I think Rudy's was just an impersonation of some type of someone that is Chinese or Asian.
Well, the only difference being is that Rudy Giuliani openly put it up on social media.
Yeah, sure, fine. I mean,
That's
I wouldn't call
All
it
right,
racist.
well,
though.
let's play Rudy's one more time
Yeah,
here.
let's play it again.
This is Rudy Giuliani posting racist Asian impersonation on his YouTube page. Have a listen to this.
In China. Get me Jane Zirkle. Jane Zirkle.
Who paid for that? Athena now.
What would you like to have for dinner? Jane Zirkle picker. Jane Zirkle picker.
Himalaya, Australia, Athena.
I want Jane Zirkle picker. Picture Jane Zirkle. That's all.
And now this
No one but Jane
other
Zirkle.
person.
So Jane
Wait, let's get the takeaways.
Jane Zirkle. Jane Zirkle.
By the way,
Is he saying Steve Urkel?
And any thoughts on
by the way,
What would you like to have for dinner? Jane Zirkle picker. Jane.
All right. So, by the way, the best part about this is that I hear the woman in the background that's talking, that's trying to ignore him. The woman in the background continues talking. She's trying to, like, you can tell she's probably like, Giuliani, will you shut the F up? Like, that's probably what she's thinking.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
she's kind of ignoring him, and she's continuing to talk while Giuliani is continuing to make fun of the Asian people. Yeah. Well, Jason Steiner, producer.
Sorry, you think that was racist? That wasn't racist.
I have to confess that I may on occasion done a similar impression when making fun of Brian's dating choices.
That's very funny.
But the reason I came in here was
That's true, by
because
the way.
I really feel for this Jane Circle because it's like she's trying to she probably is his producer or something along those lines, and she's like trying to get him to focus, and he's just steamrolling her with his imitation. And it's kind of like dealing with Brian and JD. trying to
Get
you
me
to
Jane
focus.
Zirkle.
So I do have my deepest sympathies for Jane Circle.
You can relate to it.
All I can say, and I'll try to be a little serious now, although this is very funny, but I'll also be a little serious at the same time. After 9/11, Rudy Giuliani was what's the word I'm looking for? He was looked up to by a lot of people.
Yeah, right. He was revered.
Okay,
he was revered nation and worldwide.
Let me just finish though. After 9/11, a lot of people looked up to Rudy Giuliani for his handling of the coronavirus and cleaning up the city of New York. He's a disgraced former mayor now. Make no mistake about it. He shows up on national network television drunk. He's a lush. We know that the situations that he's had with multiple women. We know that he said some off-the-cuff, ridiculous things on and off the air. His conspiracy theories. He's lost all credibility. It's really a shame what Giuliani once was and where he is today. It's like completely night and day. Just the fact that anybody would broadcast something like that. You know, I know we play Rush Limbaugh and we make fun of that a lot, but, you know, we expect that, at least most of us should, because Rush has no class. I mean, he was fired from ESPN for making racially insensitive comments about African-American football players. He's made those types of comments for years and decades. We should expect that from Rush Limbaugh. I know that Rudy Giuliani's a lush now, and I know that Rudy Giuliani's off the rails. He's a nut. But I'm even a little bit surprised that he did that. And not only did he do it, but they posted it on his YouTube page. If Rudy didn't do it, which I would imagine he didn't, somebody probably should get fired for posting that because it's really embarrassing. And it's really, really stupid.